Ohio's future governor, Vivek Ramaswamy, joins me now. All right, Vivek, I'm going to have to call you governor soon. I'm just getting it out of the way. The hostility towards Elon Musk, where does this come from?
It comes from a place of irrationality. For the last several years, people have had Trump derangement syndrome. That derangement syndrome has now expanded to include Elon and others. The fact of the matter is, rationally speaking, though, Jesse, we have a $36 trillion national debt problem. We have to cut trillions of dollars in spending to rationalize. Our budget wasn't that much bigger. In 2019, it was $4.5 trillion. This isn't an unthinkable amount. We're at $7 trillion today. Another basic principle, the people we elect to run the government should be the ones who actually make the laws, not unelected bureaucrats. That's not controversial. The country was founded on that very premise. And I do think that one of the areas that we're going to be able to be helpful here, Jesse, is a lot of those programs from education to healthcare, they shouldn't be in Washington, D.C. They need to be devolved to the states and to the people where they belong. So President Trump is leading us to a golden era for America. But that new golden age in our country will also be a golden age for federalism. Just kick it down to the states. That's what our founders envisioned. Get it out of Washington, D.C. And I think that's going to be good, I think, not just for Republicans, but for Democrats across the country as well, who deserve transparency into how their taxpayer dollars are being spent and who deserve to have lower taxes as a consequence of that waste, fraud, and abuse no longer existing in the system. So that's what I think, and I think that's exactly where we're headed.
What would you do differently than Elon Musk and big balls?
Well, look, it's a great start right out the gate. But what I want to see happen is that these changes, I want to see them become lasting changes, codified through legislation, codified in ways that, as much as you and I would not want a future Democrat president in the United States, it's always a possibility, right? We got to make sure that these are permanent changes. And I'm confident the steps taken out of the gate, you got to go fast, you got to go quickly when Donald Trump was given the mandate that he's been given. The mandate the voters gave Donald Trump was not for incremental change around the edges. The mandate last November was a mandate for sweeping positive change in the country. And I'm proud of President Trump. He's doing it in a way that I believe is actually uniting this country. You see it in some of the clips that you just played. A lot of non-traditional voting groups, from black voters to young voters to Hispanic voters. This was a coalition that was broad and a coalition that demanded positive change in our country. That's what he's delivering. Some will say he's moving too fast. I don't think the problem is that he's moving too fast. The problem is we had 4 years of open borders, overspending, victimhood culture, woke indoctrination, racial preferences. Against that backdrop, ballooning national debt, foreign wars popping up left and right, the largest infiltration of illegal immigrants into this country in American history. If you don't move fast against those 4 years, that's exactly what Donald Trump's doing, and it's how we're going to win our country back.
Well said, Vivek. Great having you on, and good luck in Ohio. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, my man.